ever. Anyways, to give an update, I have same situation pretty much. The difference is that I am locked out of the, or not locked out of, but unable to download the Secret Shopper app that I have a balance with. So balance meaning they owe me money that I worked for. I think it's only like 12 or 15 bucks, but I was basically working in the capacity of, for the supplier, taking photos of various display cases and submitting them after answering several questions with regards to quantity, placement of product, things of that nature. So I need to figure that out as soon as possible. And then the job that I got, the gas station attendant job, they wanted my social. My social was stolen for the 6th or 7th time since 2020. So he said maybe when the social comes in, he would give me the hours back, but that even with a W-2, and other forms of identity that verify typically and are legally acceptable for use in gaining employment, W-2, tax return, etc., that he could not accept those, that he could only accept an actual social. I did get an employment verification letter, which is an acceptable form of Social Security card, from the Social Security Administration yesterday. However, I did not go over there to see if he would accept that. And then they said 5 to 10 days for the actual Social Security card. So I am waiting for that. I applied to a couple more brand ambassador roles, and I have been eating seeds and collagen because anytime I feel like extra bloated or like just not good digestively, I consume seeds because it's been deemed that sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds are good for the removal of any potential parasite. And when you eat meat, there's always a chance that there could be, and vegetables. I mean, think of a cucumber, especially organic. When you're eating this food, this type of food, you have to understand that bugs, worms, other wildlife, they poop in the soil where a lot of these things are grown. Bugs, birds, birds fly overhead. Most vegetables and fruits are not grown in a dome, right? And then with that being said, there's always the potential that any one of the foods, and I eat a lot of cucumbers, I eat a lot of other things, so there's always the potential, that could be some sort of an issue. So I've been eating a lot of seeds, and I cannot, with no restroom, obviously, in my vehicle, I have been typically drinking 3 to 5 bottles of water each day. In doing so, I have to use the restroom a lot. And my body is currently holding water. I've gone to multiple Walgreens locations in search of a diuretic, an over-the-counter diuretic. I can't find one, which is so weird to me. I mean, water pills are like an easy thing to get. Like, they even used to have them at the dollar store, like literally. So I don't know what is going on with that. That no Walgreens seems to have these items. But I'm going to try another one. When you drink 3 to 5 bottles of water each day, normally, and your body is at a natural space of hydration with those 3 to 5 bottles of water, and then you stop abruptly drinking those 3 to 5 bottles of water, you need to take some sort of diuretic most times, because otherwise your body mistakes the change in the natural water consumption for dehydration, or some sort of water drought, right? Or like a water famine or something. So your body is like, whoa, usually we get 3 to 5 bottles, 16-ounce bottles of water a day. We use the restroom this many times a day. This is what keeps us functioning and clean and detoxed, etc. If if the body is no longer, needing the restroom that often, and we're not getting that much water, maybe there's a water shortage. This is your body. This is what your body is telling itself. So in that case, whatever water she drinks, we're going to hold on to. And the body in that decrease, even though for many people don't even drink 1 water bottle a day. Some people don't drink water regularly at all their whole lives. And I do though, so, and when I began prepping for the NPC, which is an amateur weightlifting bodybuilding competition, they have different divisions. They have bikini, they have wellness, they have physique. And then NPC is the amateur, but they have a professional division as well called IFBB, which is the pros. When you are prepping for that, you start drinking a gallon of water daily, literally every day. And in that understanding that becomes homeostasis, which is body's normal, when you stop drinking that much water, you will hold water. That is a natural, thing to happen. So, under that understanding, you have to take a diuretic so that you can get rid of that extra water. For me, I'm holding it in my legs right now. I can feel it. And they've offered me at Walgreens a compression stocking, which I have used in the past. Compression stockings are something that we used to recommend to cardiovascular patients that were having issues with circulation. I don't think it would be very effective at getting rid of the water. I think it would just move the water from my legs, if anything. Circulation is not really the issue. But with that being said, I have not been able to find a diuretic. A diuretic will actually eliminate and void all of the extra water that your body is carrying. So I would like to find a diuretic. I am trying to make a decision about what to do next with regards to employment, and moving forward. I don't know if I can really handle another round of being stalked. And as you guys know, even when I was at the ping pong social, I was there for maybe 6 months before maybe 6 weeks before the stalking became, an issue again. And my GM would be on the phone, like I'd walk in and they'd pull me into the office and start telling me like, this is ridiculous. This person called 30 or 40 times today. They're claiming to be someone who knows you, saying this about you and that about you and this about you and that about you. And I'm like, what do I do? And it's been nothing new. This has been since 2020 that I've been being stalked intermittently. So, but I can't be, I've worked 7 out of 7 days a week for the last 2 years. And I am having a very difficult time with not working. It's fucking annoying and terrible. My kids are about to go back to school. I need back to school supplies for them. I need, clothing for them, shoes. I need to make sure they have everything. And it's just not a good time for me to be between jobs at all. So I'm hoping that the higher authority will do something once and for all that will prevent any external third party from getting in the way of my paycheck moving forward, because I have responsibilities, but anyway. The blue pill or the red pill? I mean, how do you know that leather comes from cows? Have you ever seen leather being made before? How do you know that leather is genuinely leather? Do you know how to authenticate? So I think it takes more of a strong, intelligent person to be aware of the fact that most of us don't know how to authenticate any substance or material, and we can only trust the integrity of the information that's being given to us in that set of circumstances. Like, there's a lot of really duplicated material that is actually really great, and like a lot of meat on the market today that isn't even really meat is difficult to tell if you didn't know. Well, I just washed my hair the day before yesterday at night with baby shampoo. That's all I use. It's so versatile, it's so gentle, and it's so affordable, and it smells great, and it reminds me of my babies. It has no downside. It's one bottle and that's it. And then I use other product in my hair as needed, but definitely not after 1 or 2 nights. Okay. Usually I use Febreze in my car, but lately I've been using this Daily Air Spray. Neutralizes dust mite matter, pollen, allergen neutralizer. And this is what I use for shampoo and for my body. And this is just a little lotion. I just keep this, and then when I get a bigger bottle, or if I don't have a larger bottle or what have you, I put in a couple of pumps. That's the lotion from Daily Zen. I believe the brand is Method. Which, by the way, if you have ever used Method products before, how amazing is the fragrance associated with the Peace? Oh no, is it Peace? Yeah, Peace. The pink bottle. I love that one so much. When I would be like although it is kind of like a reminder of like some hard times for me, so I haven't really purchased it since those times. Also Olay pink ribbons, but that one's the best if you're using it in the shower, not if you have to take a bath, because if you take a bath it like leaves residue. It's really moisturizing, and it's mostly I use it as a shave lotion when I need to shave my armpits or my legs or whatever. But since I haven't been having hair grow back until now, conveniently, when I don't have access to the bathtub, but yeah, I need to go and get a razor that is one of those electric dry shave razors. I thought I already had laser surgery on my legs and armpits. Guess not. Which makes no sense, because I mean, literally for the last year I would go 3 to 6 months and not even need to shave my legs. No hair would grow. Isn't that weird? And then on the line, it's been changing intermittently, but I'm trying to ignore it so that I don't scare anyone, you know, because what are my feelings in documenting truth and reality? who cares about that, right? Why would anyone want that when we could just call me, names and represent me in a way that isn't truthful? And that's sarcasm. I just miss being productive. I miss doing my job, having money to send my child. School is about to start. I don't know if my child had dinner today. So I like being able to say, oh, you need gas money? No problem. Let me send 15. It's my child, and I've discussed this a million times. Our children are our biological responsibilities in this world. Even in the absence of any sort of government or court system that's going to say to you, oh, you need to go take care of your baby. We know inside of us there's something wrong when we feel like we can't provide for, or we're not being permitted to provide for our babies. Well, for me anyway, for most of the moms I know. Okay, I'm pretty sure my daughter had cheerleading, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't been able to speak with her today yet. Hopefully she will call soon. We shall see. Anytime it smells like gas, I always light a match. And that fragrance, I love that fragrance. Do you guys like the fragrance of wood? I love that fragrance. When you have do you guys have a fireplace at your house? I love that fragrance. Sometimes even after the match goes off, I turn it back on so that I could smell it more. Oh my gosh, a pumpkin seed and a sunflower seed in my purse.
Shadow love.